Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check four. Check four. Check next.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. 51. Watch the out. Watch the out. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. 22. Jet. Bomber. 22. He's hit. Bomber. He's checking. Crash. Bang. 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 Bang.
They go play action with Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, here's Love. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Crouch. Crouch.
On 2nd down, Love. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Great 15. Great 15. 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Redskins' 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, every day.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go. Waiting. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, empty. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Eli Harrell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Geis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Jalen Mills in on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Mike, here we go. Waiting. Mike, right.
On 1st down, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go. 6 yards. 53. You don't know no better. No. Off.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Touch the outlaw. Here we go. Oh. Shit. Hey, watch it.
Third down, here's Haskins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They go play action now. Haskins trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
120. Good track, good track. What's that? 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Wide, get wide. Under 10, 10.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Redskins 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Geis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check 43. Check 24. Check 24.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53. Mike 53.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Down to the 25. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Slam.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Ready.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Ready?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Waiting.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
It's coming this way, Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 64.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins being chased out left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.